I have to talk to him. Like, to his own. I'm going to assume he's a Nord. You're waiting for someone. Is it Godot? And now I actually know what quest that is. He's gonna give me a package, and the package actually needs to be delivered to a person named B that is in Vivek. So that's all good. Who haven't I talked to? Just working on my speechcraft here. Anything that I haven't been told already goes towards improving my speechcraft. A little bit. So now your speechcraft, I mean my speechcraft, because it's in my game, my speechcraft actually improves very, very slowly as I am speaking with people. Which I really like, because basically your speechcraft in the base game would improve when you successfully, no less, when you successfully, yes, he's impatient with me, when you successfully do admire, bribe, taunt, and threaten. So if you have a really low speechcraft, you're gonna have to bribe with 1,000 septims to maybe have a chance of success. So it's really, really slow going. With that mod, just talking to people improves your speechcraft. That's what I was saying about the item that are switched. There's in the base game there's a regular bottle, and booze for purist switches. What I need to do is update the code that Merlot sent me so that it is given ownership. Because right now any item that is switched doesn't have ownership. Which is a little bit of a... not a cheat, because you don't have to pick it up, right? But it's kind of hard not to. Alright. Oh crap, I was running around without my shoes on. No, we look like an adventurer that's okay-ish. A rumor I don't know? The water near Namok is a drunken though, okay. So it was your cousin. Alright, Ariel, I want to give a performance. Tell me more. Do tell. Between 6 and 10. Okay, so we have, I'll do it. We have 5 hours to kill around Satanim. For that time, we will pay a visit to Rendar, the smith, see what he's got. I would quite like some pauldrons, for example. And I suppose we should try to clear the cave because the loot is good.
Glory and honor, emperor and empire.
All that, yes, yes.
Yes, Cyrodiil? What do you want?
I think if I use some of my powers and spells, what am I good at? I'm good at charming, but in a fight, sanctuary, that's a good place to start. I can... oh, darkness on target. I think that would be good, so they're less likely to hit me. So between my sanctuary and darkness, maybe I can survive a fight. Just maybe. Hello, Nord Smith. I am looking for work, sure. In case you haven't noticed, this ain't no building meant to be a smithy. But they wouldn't let me build a building that didn't match the others. But I have these wood beams to support the roof. But me forge runs hot, and those beams would catch fire from sparks. Ariel told me that I could make a coating. Hey David, welcome on in. I could make a coating to help protect them from fire. It's the same stuff used for potions, but you don't use as much water to make the paste. Are you willing to gather the stuff? Yeah, sure. What do you need? Is it like resin? I think it is. I need 5... no, Kumberry. Okay. Kumberry, Black Anther, Fire Petals. Right. Fire Petals are harder to find, but we can find some of those. Toast, welcome on in. Ugh. No. No. Just. I don't want to become famous. If I wanted to be famous, I wouldn't be playing a 20-year-old game. That's the truth. I mean, no, you can become famous playing a 20-year-old game, I guess, but that's not the plan. All right. So Rendar, you want flowers. I will look for Cumberry, Black Anther, and Fire Petals. Oh, I didn't check his wares. Though, how... 149.
Ah, you bring good fortune with you. Welcome.
Ooh, you've got stuff. Khajiit leggings, adventurer brown boots. They're really good actually, but I can't afford them. A hood? I already have a hood with the same armor rating, so we'll leave it at that. He's got the nice hammers. He's got some master amoras, yeah. He knows his stuff, right? Well, come on in, Peter, by the way. Good morning. Is it morning for you? Ooh, offhand weapon. Oh, I'm not good enough to use it. Bummer. Well, I was hoping to find pauldrons. Ooh, greaves, though. I think that's a good investment. I've seen David, I watched it. Admitting the truth about Morrowind. Was it so hard to say that Morrowind is the better Elder Scrolls game?
You're a welcome break from the locals.
Right, I know. I'm stylish. Okay, let's try that cave. Moment of truth. We have died in that cave at level 1 very often. Spicy sausage. Yes, because Oblivion. Ooh, teapot. And a chair. Okay, we don't need furniture. So how is your game of Morrowind going? How far did you get? Am I good at sneaking? I don't, not particularly, so I don't think we need to try and sneak up on her. That's just not gonna do anything. Okay. I took a sip of cappuccino. We're good to go. Alright. What do I try to do? Veil of Darkness is on target for 10 seconds. Oh, hang on. Sad tale. If she's blinded... That's for me. Don't. Okay, now she's less likely to hit me. Don't go. Good. She was gonna try and cast Sanctuary. That's the Dunmer power. And it's so annoying because it lasts a whole minute. And for a whole minute, there I am, swinging my sword, trying to hit them. Well, this is good. I'm gonna try out Open Morrowind again. But it means I miss out on magical mods. And why do you want to try Open Morrowind? Is it for the stability and the FPS? Because yeah, you miss out on so many really cool mods. We can have the expensive pants. Yeah, this is a cantrip of the School of Magic of Illusion. But because I'm already proficient in illusion, I cannot learn that cantrip. Oh look, better than the ones I bought. Which reminds me... What if I attack? Sure. restore fatigue, but I do not have anything to actually heal myself. I think we're looking like a decent adventurer. So I don't have anything to heal myself. We're not in combat. So we can, if we crouch, we can recuperate a little bit. I have the key to that, but it might still be trapped. You know how I like my game to be really, really random and different every time I play it? Well, traps on doors and containers is a thing that's randomized. Every time you open a door or a container, it could be trapped. So it's a good idea to check. The next one is going to be trickier. Essentially, you don't want to be hit by the spell. With 45 hit points, that fireball that he casted me from the beginning, yeah, would kill me. I hate CDTs because of what I've been through with Oblivion, but Morrowind is a more stable game than the other titles. I would say, like, okay, I find that my modded Morrowind is more stable than my modded Oblivion. That is true. But then it could be because I know how to mod Morrowind better. It could be that. And I think arguably Skyrim might be the more stable of the three, considering it's newer. But heavily, yeah, I would say Skyrim, Morrowind, Oblivion in terms of more stable. Okay, how do I tackle this fight? I can do Veil of Darkness to force him to come to me, maybe if he's completely blind. And I don't want to die. This is permadeath, guys. And I've died to this NPC so many times. I hit him with darkness. Is that going to be enough to make him, you know, walk to me? Oh, there he is. Don't cast a spell. I need to... Oh, this is the weakness to magic. That's the spell. Crap. It's a shock spell that he hit me with. Cave Skull. That's not good. I have nothing at all to heal. Crap, I wish I have kept Fargarth's ring. I don't know how long the frost spell is gonna last, but it might kill me. It just might. Do I have any ingredient with restore health first? Restore fatigue. Restore fatigue. Like I would eat glass if it healed me. There's no way eating glass would heal me. Yes! Good marshmallow. So that's 1 hit point restored. And that's it. Red rogue glass doesn't restore health. We knew that. Okay. Oblivion modding is a massive pain in the ass compared to Skyrim and Morrowind in my experience. I like Oblivion, but the idea of setting up a load order for it makes me want to cry. Have you tried Wabberjack? There's a couple of Wabberjack mod lists that could, you know, could help. Well, Morrowind as well, honestly, like, you will break your game if you don't have the proper load order for Morrowind. But I'm guessing that Loot for Skyrim knows how to sort a lot of mods. Mlogs for Morrowind has been around for a long time and it knows a lot of mods as well. And we are keeping it reasonably updated. I don't know if Loot for Oblivion still gets updated with, you know, rules from new mods and that sort of things. Would you fortify my strength and willpower? That's not going to heal me, is it? Okay, good. The spell effect didn't last too long. The marshmallow totally saved me. I'm gonna keep the stone. 16, 7, that is better armor. Robes are good when we are cold. Kite and dagger, meh. We're a dire singer. We really, I mean, I know we want to make poisons, but it doesn't mean that we have to use, you know, gruesome body parts to make that happen. So I am not gonna take his leg. That's my decision. We are not taking body parts. There's a third one. I might try some of the new stuff when I decide I want to play it again. Yeah. A major part of why Oblivion is such a pain is because the spaghetti coded the heck out of it in comparison to Morrowind and Skyrim. Honestly, Morrowind script is extremely limited, and modders had to use a lot of hacky ways to make things happen. It's a lot better now that we have the script extender. The script extender has been around for a long time, but now it has Lua, which I believe has streamlined like what would be a super long code in Morrowind script, with all kinds of hacky ways to make things happen, like relying on bugs to work the way you want it. With Lua, it might be just a few lines of code and boom. I've actually stopped Oblivion from crashing. I can't stop it from crashing if it takes certain small detour. I'm not kidding, that's the vanilla issue. Even vanilla. Now is a good time to be playing Morrowind. Yes. Yes, I completely agree. I would say in the last couple of years, yes, there's definitely been a revival. Hugely thanks to Lua. That has allowed a lot of people to make things happen that should have never happened in the game. Let's be honest, it should have never been possible, but it is. Like, it's even something as simple as my class mod. Adding new classes always been easy. Adding items to the player based on the class chosen can be done, but what Lua can do that Morrowind scripting couldn't, Lua can actually list hundreds of classes and thousands of items, but they don't have to be in my plugin, which is why I could start as a whatever pirate, and if I have another mod that has a pirate hat, I will get the pirate hat. But it's not gonna crash because I don't have the mod with a pirate hat. Tommy Diamond, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Okay, but without a Upon Morrowind, you can't have any controller support. That's why you want to switch to Open Morrowind. I guess, I mean, I understand that for people who play, or at least who started playing mostly on console, having a controller is a lot more comfortable. For me, I've never been good with a controller, so I'm quite happy to have my keyboard. But at the same time, like if I was used to keyboard and there's a game I really liked and only had controller support, I would prefer to have a keyboard. So that's you. I get that, especially like there's being used to the keyboard or the controller. That's one thing. But then if you've always played a game with a controller and then all of a sudden you have to play it with a keyboard, it feels wrong, actually. There are only some games that I prefer on controller personally. When you can switch happily between one and the other, and then depending on the game, you pick the one that's more appropriate, that's perfect. Alright, we have a third character to kill. I think if I put Shadow on her.
Now you die!
Oh, I missed. That's okay. I tried to put some darkness on her because when they're ranged, you know, they sort of stun lock you, and by the time you walk up to them, you're dead. Look at the good stuff. Why, thank you. Hey, we're pretty good. Do you know how many characters we've lost in that cave? And here I feel that we did pretty good. Like, seriously, let's take the torch because that's useful to start a fire, for example. I'm just gonna take everything and sell whatever I don't need. I want all the ingredients, including the moon sugar. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The time has been hidden behind me, but it's 3 o'clock in the game. I still have a couple of hours before I need to perform. Don't think I'll be able to carry everything. Hello, what do we have? We have some chalk. I mean, it's good to have some. I don't know that it's particularly useful for my bard. Lots of moon sugar, being very generous with us. Wolf helmet. I mean, sure, it's really good armor. It's really good armor. I know how to use it. I know how to put it on my head. But is it my style? Is it my style? It's from an era where PC gaming was actually PC gaming. Morrowind on Xbox was a gift, not a given. True. We need more gifts. The first time I played Morrowind was on an old, broken down original Xbox ages ago, and it barely worked. Only tried it again just recently in the past couple of years. To be honest, like I've seen people play Morrowind on the Xbox, and it feels extremely clunky, like to navigate your inventory to go right, down, right, no, up, left. This feels so much more fluid. That's not the word. Well, anyway, convenient. Let's just say that. Yeah. Then I don't know about the actual gameplay. Well, we have a wolf on our head. It really increases the armor, but I don't. 2 points of armor. I think I prefer to keep. Look at that. My hood perfectly matches with my robe. I'm keeping it. I don't care. I don't care. Pirate green pawn. Okay, these are nice and warm. How am I with block? Do I even know how to block? Not really, but I mean I can equip it for the armor. And that's it. Sometimes fashion wins. Honestly, with me, fashion always wins. Like I'm gonna choose my gear based on the way it looks, and then whether it fits my character or not. So here, like the wolf helmet is not horrible. Like it's not so ugly that I couldn't be able to wear it. But I'm a bard. I'm not even annoyed. Like why would I wear wolf armor? It's not even cold. So see what I mean? So the story, the role playing for me is really more important than the AR. Which is a bit stupid considering I'm playing Permadeath, and then I wonder, why did I die to a cliff racer? What did I do wrong? Well, maybe because I was wearing the pretty hat instead of the one that would actually protect my head. Choices. You make... overburdened. You make choices and you live with them. Okay. Overburdened. And suppose I don't really need to carry that bowl around. It's not even a lot of money. It's fine. It's 4 o'clock. We still have 2 hours before we can perform. We'll just head back to Ariel's, sell our stuff, and wait an hour to perform if we need it. I like the PC UI, yes, and the fact that you can pin some of the menus, that you can move them around, that you can resize them. It's really nice because, like, I think each player has come with what they like best. For me, it doesn't look like it's been, you know, really carefully thought. But my minimap is here because when I have a companion, I have their health bars here, so I don't put it in the corner. On the left, I actually have you, chat, which is why I don't have this here, but there, so I can read my stuff. This one, I put it a little higher because I know that there's the stuff from the overlay. Anyway, like obviously Bethesda didn't think of, oh, we should make that easy to customize. Streamers will love us for it. But it was, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool that you can customize it the way you want.
What is it, Outlander?
It's nothing. I'm not even talking to you. Gods, do you have information? Tell me about your background. You're an Imperial God, I see. And if I commit a crime, you'll collect money. That's it. That's all he wanted to tell to me. He doesn't want to say more. If I needed a guide, I would talk to Wrathblood.
The Nine and the Empire, citizen.
Noted. That topic on I need a guard is part of Archimestro and Tyrus's big mod, where essentially, I can show you, when you talk to an NPC, any NPC with a scout class, you can tell him, hey, I need to travel across the Bitter Coast. And then you would choose, okay, is it a tomb, a cavern, a ruin? And then it would list you all of the caverns in the Bitter Coast, and for a fee, they take you there. Like they're a scout, like they actually guide you to places, remote places, very often in the wilderness, which I think is great. I don't want to sing a sad song. I want to charm you, Ariel.
Feel free. Talk at your leisure.
All right, Ariel, if you say so. I don't really want to talk. I want to sell you all the junk I collected. Trade? I do care to trade. Like, I don't want those pillows. I am keeping the ladle. That's good for cooking. I'm keeping the hand bellows. That's good to activate the fire when cooking. I'm keeping the chalk because you never know. Yeah, I don't really have a lot of miscellaneous items to sell. Oh yes, that. 200, 300, so I can ask at least 30. 400. And then a whole bunch of clothes. What do I have right now? I don't even have trousers? Oh yes, here they are. Okay, so I can sell everything. 500. Could wear that. 600. There we go. Okay, yeah, 600, but they offer me. Let's try to go to 100. Come on. 1/6 of the value. I think it's still a good deal. Come on, Ariel. That's right. That's right. I like the Oblivion UI the most visually, but the ability to move stuff around in the Morrowind UI is really useful. Yes. Especially if you have Null Cascade's UI expansion, Null's mod for the UI. Then
a great day to go shopping out.
I can't do it here because I would be accused of thievery. But essentially, when you want to transfer items, you just hold the Alt button and you click on the item and boom, it's sent straight away. So you don't even have to go grab, drop, grab, drop. You just go click, 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 and you're done. Very neat. Alright, I said that I want to use this for armor. It doesn't really give me a lot of armor, but never mind. Do you happen to have any form of apparatus for
Are you interested in purchasing my
alchemy?
goods?
No. Not. Oh, there we go. There is an apprentice mortar and pestle, which is better quality than what I have, but I don't feel that I want to invest 100, like more than half of what I have. Oh, hang on. Yeah. 514, this is better. So we're keeping it. Morrowind might not look like much, but she's got it where it counts. Yes. Is Morrowind a she? I never thought of Morrowind as a she. Yeah, just one septim. I'm not gonna argue with you,
My
Ariel.
goods are the finest in town.
And now it's 5 o'clock. Let's just talk to people and improve our speechcraft. Sujamas, how are you doing, by the way? Though, to be fair, while I'm talking to them, time does not pass. So, talking about Oblivion makes me really wish they didn't go absolutely unhinged with the level scaling in that game. But we do have mods that change that. What was the one? Was it Francesco's that de-leveled creatures and NPCs? It's been forever since I played Oblivion modded or Oblivion. Never good in a game with exploration with a major aspect. I remember that it was really frustrating that the moment you hit level 20, every bandit you meet...
I don't recall using teleportation.
Too loud.
And yet there I was, alone.
Every time you would hit level 20 or so, every bandit in the wilderness would be wearing grass armor. Grass? That would make sense. Glass armor. And I was like, you're fine. I'm happy to read that. Because it's an engine, I see. So it'd be like the car and the boat and the plane. And why is an engine a she? That's always baffled me from a language that technically calls babies it, but a car is a she. I find that quite interesting. I am carrying quite a lot of things. It's all those ingredients. But anyway. It's 5:30, so we'll be ready to perform in a bit. What do I do in the meanwhile? I can practice my illusion. Might as well. We have a few minutes to kill before we perform. Think of these as getting ready for my performance. That's right. Oh, and it's working. Is there anything else I can practice? Not without making a whole bunch of people angry with me, so that's what we're doing.
What makes this smell?
20 minutes to go. It goes very quickly though. Now it's 18 minutes to go. Doing bardic poses in the trade house. Yeah, we're working on our style, but I think I like to perform on the tables. Here we go. And we now have 5 minutes. Boats are a she because when you're on a ship with nothing but sailors, something has to be a woman. But hang on, Huskabar. Hi, by the way. That would be a good explanation if there wasn't this superstition for the longest time among sailors that having a woman on board was bad luck. To make your boat a she, it's like you're sailing on bad luck. Then again, superstitions, nobody said that they were logical. In fact, a lot of the time they are not. Okay, I'm going to save just in case. I know one song, so I think I will play Beneath the Mushroom Tree. Here we go. I should have taken my hood. Ow. Oh well. Come on, people. For a long time, sewing was a satisfaction. I really should have taken my hood off. One thing that I really like in Skyrim, when you perform in an inn as a bard, people actually stop, or some of them stop what they're doing. They look at you, they listen to you, and then they even cheer for you afterwards. So that's a nice touch. Oh yeah, I am now a better bard, as well as richer. I'm liking this. This mod, for example, Lua. Without Lua, that would be a nightmare to do. I can learn song from any bard, including from other mods. Whereas Morrowind scripting would call for specific IDs, and the specific IDs would have to be added to the mod, so you're quite limited. With Lua, with MWSE actually, if you make whatever feature you're implementing work with any NPC in any mod, all of a sudden, it makes more sense. 17, yeah, in tips, that's pretty good. Thank you guys, thank you.
Well, where did I put that?
Alright, Ariel. Give me my due. Thank you. Alright. And now, finally, we really ought to set out for Vivek. We'll see if we can join the Morrowind immediately. I'm not sure that my security will be good enough, so we'll make a quick stop by the Mages Guild. Get a... Oh, I have some of those. I got them in the cave. Alright. Yeah, it's nighttime. Is it the wisest thing to go on the road during the night? I do have a torch.
Go ahead.
I do have a torch. I'll risk it. I have warm clothes. I already have a robe and pants and shirts. I'll risk it. Vivek is a reasonably long journey for a level 1 character. And if we stick to the roads, we might have a couple of bandits. Also, you know what? Oh crap, it's already attacking me? I think I saw an arrow? Did I just dream that guy? No, I did not. Okay, stop. Stop playing the music. Alright, we'll try to blind that idiot. Definitely putting on a better shield. I've tried to blind that idiot, then rush him. His range, so he's probably going to backpedal. Oh, maybe some of that. Maybe some of that. Problem is, I have no way of healing up. So, like, I gotta... Maybe to take the edge off to help me in this fight? We'll see. Certain things with NPCs in Morrowind really kind of show its age. Like how many of them will just never move from where they're standing ever. This actually is something we can fix. It's just a matter of giving them an AI package. So it already exists, but it's Bethesda that made the choice to say, well, these people are gonna stay there day and night. But we can fix that. I've already made a mod that makes things a little better that way. J Station, welcome back. Permadeath, is this a way to get all scared for Halloween? No, not even. It's just regular permadeath where I die to cliff races. I think reason for that superstition is that a few times where ships sank or they had sickness, they blame women for it because men truly believe women belong at home. Yeah, like I said, there's not necessarily a reasonable explanation, but it definitely made enough sense to people at that time to believe it. And also, you know, like, if they feel they're terribly unlucky and they go, but why are we so unlucky? What's so different? And, well, having a woman is a possible explanation. Definitely, Prawl Soup, I agree, but it made sense. I'm not saying this is right, but, you know, society and the norm, different places, different times. Alright, let's try to not die to this guy. Could be anywhere between level 1 and 5, which is not great. Demoralized. No, I don't think demoralizing is something I want to do. There's that. blind, but it's on touch. Yeah, I want. Let's hit it with that. No, I don't want to be sneaking because I'm too slow. Come to me. Come to me. No. What? You're shooting your arrows through rock? Come on. Oh, guys, that's not good. That's not good. That's not good. What do I do? What do I do? I don't have a health potion. I should have invested in a health potion. Sanctuary. The thing is, by the time I cast my sanctuary, I could get hit. And that will be the end of it. My expensive pants. Yeah, they're gonna make a difference. I mean, fortify attack. Anik drinks Kuma. Women belong at home and Scaring belong to the North. That sounds like what a Nord might say, actually. That really sounds like what a Nord might say. It was, in my defense, it was totally unfair that I got shot by the first arrow that took a third of my hit point through the rock. Okay? Arrows do not travel through rock. Just saying, Morrowind. Just saying. Blame the funny bound box on items. We leave behind a tombstone. She was so good. She was so good, and she was going to become a follower of Mephala. Okay, we need an epitaph for our bard. She did so good. She had a performance, okay, which is more than many of the NPCs we have. So what do we say about... What was her name? Oh, Leona. What do we say about Leona, the dire singer who did not much? You know, there was a pirate in Oblivion that I didn't know that, but it's something that you hear a lot in, you know, historical movies, or rather movies inspired by historical facts. So it comes often enough that it's a known fact. Okay, she performed once. I'm really not inspired with this one. She performed once. May she find Mephala in there. He got schooled though. That's fair. And our relic. What is our relic? What is our best item? Now... Oh, that's beautiful. Her first and final song ended up becoming her own requiem. Oh, that is beautiful. I wish I had waited a bit before I wrote my own boring epitaph. Hers was a song of high notes and low notes. Yes, beautiful. Crap. I need to wait a bit longer, guys, to give you time to come up with those. They're so much better than anything I come up with. Right, so the relic that we leave, the smart thing is to look for the most valuable item. That might be this for me, so that when my next character finds the grave, she gets something really good. But I really prefer to drop something meaningful to my character. So she could leave her loot, which is also quite valuable. We could leave the loot. We could possibly leave our songbook as well. Yeah, it's between the loot and the songbook. What do you think, guys? Do you have a... What do you think? Do we leave the loot, valuable, or the songbook? That will teach me a couple of powers, a couple of songs that I will not sing because I don't hate you enough to sing for you. So loot or book, I'll go with anything you say. The first I hear in the chat is what we'll go for. We didn't even make poison. We didn't even try to make a potion. The loot works best. Let's go with the loot. Too many items. Here we go. Yeah, but I said I would go with the first. You bloody archer. She really got through rocks. Do not think that rocks, even big ass boulders, give you cover. It's a myth, alright? It's cost me my life to tell you this. I'm coming back from the grave. Now, the good news is this tomb is super easy to find. And I think, isn't there a tomb also? Alright. Custom beginning, and we're going for a semi-random because they're fun. We'll choose the class first. I'm gonna roll 3 classes and you tell me which one you like best, okay? First class is an enforcer. Loot, yeah. The loot is the loot. Yeah, sorry. So first choice we have is the enforcer. Essentially, we're a thug. We shake people down for money, beat them up, so they do what our boss wants them to do. So a rather evil character. Option 2 is a thaumaturge, which is essentially a spellcaster. We would be good with alteration, mysticism, and illusion in particular. Yeah. Enforcer, thaumaturge, or a sage, which is like a wise martial artist. Like hand to hand. The thing is, hand to hand is one of the skills that progresses the fastest. At the same time, when you're level 1 and you have to walk up to your enemies and they have those long pointy swords towards you, and you go, well, let me fight with my puny fists. Like, the beginnings are hard. They don't stay hard very long, but the beginnings are hard. What do you think, guys? Sage, enforcer, or thaumaturge? Essentially, do we play a thug? Do we play a spellcaster without destruction? Or do we play a knowledgeable dude, but in combat we're not great? Yeah, I do have some of the Oblivion tracks because they are nice. A Telvanni enforcer. We're gonna have to play evil, and that's gonna be difficult. I need help, okay? You have to help me. And you say Telvanni will, Wow. I mean, House Telvanni will let us join. We'll see if we can make much progress. Alright, signs. We have the Martyr. Sage works better for a pacifist run, yeah. No, I don't want that. Sign of Death is for undead races. The Arkenstone, extra axe. Did we have axe as the enforcer? Ooh, but stunted magicka. Huh. Like, stunted magicka is amazing. I mean, no, it's horrible, but it is by far, the Atronak in particular, is by far the birth sign that changes the gameplay the most. Like all the others, you get +10, +22 attributes, okay. You might get a power that you may or may not use, but when you have stunted magicka, it changes how you play the game. The Arkenstone, yeah, it's a birth sign. This is part of a birth sign expanded redux, and it adds like really quite a lot of birth signs, and I like them. They're not lore friendly, obviously. The Arkenstone, we're thinking Tolkien's, that's a completely different universe, but they do change the gameplay. Actually, I find that it really customizes a character, so I like them. He made magic with Oblivion music because of his near-death experience. I had no idea. Let's try the Arkenstone, the heart of the mountain. Okay, so now we can pick a race and a name. Let's not forget that. Oh, bummer. No. I thought we had the axe, but we don't have the axe. So the Arkenstone is not good for us. We have a third roll. No, that was the first roll. The bureaucrat. A bureaucrat enforcer. And no. No. In the end, I'm not doing random for this one. Oh. Fortify luck 40, resist paralysis 25, but weakness to normal weapons. Yeah, no, crap. It's like we already get one shot by enemies. And now if we also have weakness to normal weapons, that's just crazy. Shoggoth, welcome back. There, that's a smart one. Let's go with that. Sometimes the negative are just too negative. Yeah, like it's, but even in the base game, like even in vanilla, if you compare the lady birth sign with the snake that is bleh, like you can't say that even in vanilla all the birth signs are equal. There's some clearly better ones. So I'm fine with some birth signs being like actually a handicap to pick, which works for Permadeath because we do handicaps as well. Yes, a bureaucrat enforcer. It's like you're not on the list, so I have to beat you up, teach you a lesson. All right, do we want to be a dark elf? I'm gonna stick to dark elf. But let's be pretty. Can we be pretty? Please? Like, look. Meh. I am an enforcer with the face of an angel. These hairstyles, guys. Flashback, better heads. I really used to love them with the extra jewelry. Nowadays, because we have Abbot's Vanity, where if you wear an amulet, like a basic amulet from the game, it actually works and it shows. I'm gonna keep that hair. It's too pretty, way too pretty. No, that's a baby face. We don't want it. Okay, that's the way it is. I'm keeping the hair because as an enforcer, I don't like, we're pretty, we can't help it, okay? But to have a sophisticated sophisticated hairstyle just wouldn't work. So this is us. There we go. We're pretty. It's not our fault. Birth signs are pretty unbalanced in all of the games. Honestly, you can't, like, even races and, but I like to choose occasionally something that is a handicap. We're a dark elf, female. Talmeni. Let's do this, Talmeni. I don't want to spend too long creating a character. However, I'm not doing that. Let's have a minimum amount of... I don't do alchemy, so no. Lockpicks. Alright. Now, let's see if there is something that actually fits. Enforcer. I'm guessing we are with the Camonatong or possibly the Fighters Guild. Something like that, right? Pen and correction fluid are my weapon. It's like, you know, you take a... this would be perfect. You take a traditional fountain pen, especially one that leaks like mine, and you just spray the ink. Deadly. Deadly. Yes, it's true that Skyrim giving you stones where you could choose your birth sign was interesting in the way that, especially later on, you go, you know what, now I want to learn, I want to switch to a sword. I'm a sneaky archer. Let's see, I'm super strong, I can kill everyone already. Let's see if I can learn how to use a sword. And then you might want to change the birth sign. So I do like that. I still would like to begin with one, though. But someone who is a member of a larger organization and carries out their laws, although I doubt any of the great houses are. No, we could have something, let's see. Processed, exploring, sipping on the docks, going somewhere to eat. Let's see what we have. Hiding from the law. No, I am the law. Working in the fields, collecting ingredients, grave robbing. No, studying, gathering firewood. Imprisoned by House Lalu in Vivek. Didn't we say we want to be a Telvanni enforcer? So we could start in a Lalu prison. That works. Paying homage, shaking down Fargoth. That's what we're doing. I mean, it means we basically start... That means we basically start in Satanin. So it's not much of a alternative start. But shaking down Fargoth. Come on, that's what we do. We're an enforcer. He didn't pay his money for protection. Therefore we, you know. I think I'm gonna pick that because it makes sense. Same for the abilities in Oblivion for all the races, but at least Argonians are resistant to poison. Yeah, Argonians are pretty cool. They're so ugly. In Oblivion, I'm shaking down Fargoth. It's not much of, ooh, we'll start somewhere else because here we are, but...
Can't you see I wish to be left alone?
Nah, Fargoth, you cannot be left alone. We are a Dunmer. We're a Dunmer. We will be... Hey, Motocrats. Is it possible to change your major and minor skills later in the game? Shimron, yes and no. As you play the game, you don't get to say, okay, now I want to specialize in this. If you use the console, you can essentially rerun your character creation, and then you can pick a different class that would have, or even create a whole new class that would have the major and minor skills that you want. But it's not great. It's not great. You could break something. You might lose some progress in your attributes because you recreate your character. So it is possible, but really not recommended. I forgot the skills that I have. I think I have some destruction. And Magnus, that sounds magical. But not Dunmer's.